You guys ready to make some dust?
Let's do it.
Jared, you ready to make some dust?
Yep.
You happy to be here today, bud?
Yep.
Hair bear. Got stuff in your hair, dude.
Okay.
All right, here's the plan, guys. You ready? I'm gonna kind of show what we're gonna do. We're just gonna mill today, making some 2x6s for rafters on the sawmill shed. So we're taking the remaining spruce that we have and we're gonna stick it on the sawmill and make 2x6s. That's the plan. So grab that tape measure for me, buddy. Thank you. So these 21 inches. Down here will be a little bit shorter. I think we can get 18. So we'll cut true 2x6s. 3 of them out of this one. And then over here, it's gonna be kind of my limitation on my pitch. This is 13.5 feet long, but we can make 3 true 2x6s. And then all of these flitch pieces we'll put on, mill a straight edge on them. So once it has a straight edge, then go in the mill, and we're gonna make some lumber. Where are we gonna stack it off? That's gonna be a good question.
Go right off the other side of the mill.
Yep, that's a good idea.
Got some room there.
Yep, and we'll just stack them and let's make some boards. I think it's cutting a lot straighter than it was.
Well, I mean, look at
the edge on that thing.
job it did there.
That wave's from. There's got some wave to them. I mean, we learned.
Waves this way.
Straight this way.
Got waves and bows and.
Sawmill shed.
We're new to this.
Would that be usable?
For
a
part of the way. Well, I don't know, you got this check in there from a chainsaw.
No, I mean like as far as like putting a roof purlin on it. Like it's almost usable, isn't it?
Might be, yeah.
Oh, not this end.
So you'd have to cut it off probably.
Yeah. Right here.
Yeah.
How long is it to here?
I'm gonna guess maybe 12 to 13 feet. Yeah, 13.6.
13.6. To here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we could use this. I haven't figured out exactly how we're gonna do the trusses, but not trusses, but the rafters. But 13.6, I'll let you cut, and we might be able to get 1 or 2 rafters up today. So you keep cutting and have Jared work with you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go do math.
I will stay here and not do that. Oh shoot, we did this wrong. We may have messed up because on this big beam, we only need to drop 2 inches because it's already 6 this way. These are only 2 this way. So
good catch, Austin.
Which, I mean, that's an easy fix. Just slide this onto the forks, finish milling these, put that back on.
That's a good catch. You know what you can do? You can use that dog against that.
Take it off, swing it over.
Yeah, it'll miss. You'll see.
Yeah, I got you. I've got you.
Good catch, Austin.
This end, I don't know what it's gonna.
Because you would have ended up with 6 6x6s. Or I'm sorry, 3 6x6s.
Well, we would have ended up with this being.
Well, you're gonna come down 6. You're just gonna cut that in half, really.
No, this will only come down 2.
I know, but if you cut it down the middle.
Yeah, I would have wound up going.
Will that work still?
Come down 6, catch it in the middle, then we, either way. Because then you could just put them side by side and go.
I believe, this is just what I believe. See how the grain's running this way?
Yeah.
If you were to cut them this way, this is stronger with the grain running this way.
Okay.
And it'll have more, if you have this be the bottom and this be the top, and you cut them this way, they won't be as strong as if they're run. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm with you.
I didn't look at grain alignment on any of this because it's a sawmill shed.
Maybe what we should do, take these off, come down 6. These are done.
Gotcha.
Then we just take the 2 halves of this, put it side by side, and come down 2 at a time.
I like it.
Okay, let's do it. We didn't mess up, we just...
No, we just can't come down 2 inches in each one. If you dump it on those logs, it'll keep it up off the ground. See the... It's almost like we should do the throw test. Every time we throw one, it's like...
You want to throw it?
Well, throw it so one end comes down. Yeah.
Yeah, so much for that.
Yeah, it's like not very strong, is it?
I guess that's why we go 2 by 6.
Yeah. How about that? Who knows? It's the knots, buddy. That's why those pines those pines across the street look nice, because there's no branches to make knots.
I also don't think that this helps.
Oh, what, the wave?
Yeah. I wonder if the wave...
I think this is your problem.
Well,
you get 2 of those together, it's like weak.
No doubt. The knots, I mean, I could...
Look,
I could probably break it right there.
Is that one knot?
Yeah. That's where one branch is.
You know this will come out over time, because it'll actually shrink and pop out.
Dry out, shrink.
But for spacers and stuff like that, it's fine.
This one's good. This one doesn't have any knots.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Let's keep making boards. So what do you have here, Austin?
Stack of dimensional 2x4s.
And about how many logs does it take to make this pile?
2 full logs, and then part of this is still that same spruce.
Oh, I got you. So there's some maple in here, some poplar.
I don't think there's any poplar.
Well, them funny looking logs. Oh, you just did all maple today?
Yeah. I did 2 maple logs, and then the other day we did some out of that.
Shame on you for cutting a maple tree up. Shame on you.
I did not cut the maple tree up. I took the remains of the maple tree and made it usable again.
Yeah,
I am giving that maple tree a second life.
Yes, you are.
I'm a hero.
You're a hero to maple trees.
I'm basically the Lorax, just like the second Lorax.
This is cool.
Yeah.
This is all we needed. This is one of those pieces of equipment, Austin, that sits at the factory and you use it once every 10 years.
And when you have it, you're really glad you have it.
But it's kind of in the way most of the time.
Yeah.
So here's the plan. We put the forks on the tractor. The forks go into here, which will give me even more extension. And this morning, Jonathan and I went to the plant. And we made a handy dandy rafter grabber out of 3 1/4 inch black pipe. So we'll be able to pick the rafter up and set it up on top. You think it'll work?
Here's hoping.
We might have to put something between So we get it a little bit more length. Does that make sense? A little bit more extension. Just a guess. I don't know. Let's see. We like how it fits.
Yeah.
We like our measurements. What are we doing now, John boy?
We're gonna copy it.
How many times?
13 times?
Yeah, sure.
Only 12 more, right?
Well, yeah, 12.
You don't have to copy the copy is what Austin's saying.
Yeah.
Or copy the pattern. We can use it. Right. Hey, John boy, what are you doing there?
Drawing lines.
With what?
A speed square.
A speed square.
Yeah.
So tell me how you use it.
Well, you go, there's little notches with numbers on them, and you go to where you want to.
Show me one. Go ahead and do one over here.
I'll do this one right here.
I'm gonna get right down in your grill.
Alright.
So you're gonna put it on the end. I'm gonna actually block the sun so you can really see it.
Then you're gonna pivot it, or point, and then we're going right here. There's a little mark, and you take it all the way up until it's parallel, like right
What's
on.
that little 4 mean?
That's where you want to cut it.
Well, that 4 means it's a 12/4 pitch.
Yeah. And then you just draw the line.
So why didn't you use the other 4 on the inside? There's a 4 here and a 4 here. Why'd you use the outside
it's
one?
because this one's the top cut.
Ah, common.
Common, yeah.
That's the key.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Good job, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good, Austin.
I'm liking it.
What do we have up there? It's unique.
It's rustic.
Yeah, how about that third truss?
Yeah, this thing is something else.
You got a little black walnut truss.
I would not say it's an exaggeration to guess that that black walnut truss weighs easily double what one of these spruce weighs.
It's true.
Maybe closer to triple. But it's sure...
All right, Austin, you gotta look at me here so I can make a You're always in my thumbnails, dude. My
What
thumbnails do well.
You gotta give the people what you want, what they want.
Exactly. So how is this job going, Austin?
Going pretty good. I'm actually impressed with how smooth it's going so far.
It's like we kind of know what we're doing.
Yeah, a little bit.
There's a little shade coming from these trusses. We got one truss we gotta adjust. So our plan is to get all these done and then go back and put purlins on and straighten this guy out. It's bothering me. John Boy, what are you doing up there?
Trying to screw in the screw.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, geez, that's a setup. Don't screw it up or you'll be screwed.
Yeah.
Our little 3/4 inch pipe hook is working. Man, it's a good looking building, Austin.
We gotta get this thing completely finished before I leave because I want to see what it looks like.
That's the deal. John Boy, thanks for your help.
Yeah.
Austin, what do you think? Do you think we can invite him back to help us?
I wouldn't want to have done it without him.
You hear that, dude?
I did.
All right, dude, we got to keep feeding him 2x4s and we'll get done quick. My favorite truss, the black walnut truss. It's the prettiest one. Getting there, man. Actually, you almost got about 1/4 of it purlins on. Believe it or not. You'll have about 20% of them on here.
Think you can toss me that other one you cut?
Yeah, is that this one, John Boy?
Yeah.
You can float it out here. I can probably catch it.
How'd I do?
Pretty good. Right to the hands.
Man, I like that green metal you and your brother painted, Jonathan.
You mean Jared?
Yeah. No, you and your brother, Jonathan.
No, Jared.
No, it's comma Jonathan. That's English.
I think he's saying he didn't paint it.
Oh, he did. I watched him.
I didn't.
I watched you with a brush. It was ugly, but I watched you.
I didn't touch the paint.
You didn't paint once?
No.
Oh. Well, the green metal looks really good that your brother painted. Looks pretty good, Austin.
Shaping up.
How did you get a building so square with such crooked boards?
Good question. I don't know. Call it a happy accident, I guess.
We did it by accident.
That sounds like a decent video title.
Yep. John Boy found a bucket. Here's galvalume. You can see the spangle. It's actually a plastic coating on this. It's called permanent coating. We used to call it acrylics 5-10 years ago, and then it became PCs, but it's also why it feels warm to the touch. But Noel Smith invented it, at least the good one, as anti-fingerprint coating for the appliance backer industry. And it was for forming properties. And then they found out they could put this up on roofs because it was that good. But you can never buy bare galvalume. It's either got passivation of hexavalent chromium or permanent coating. So it's always one of those conundrums when you send galvalume to a paint line and they try to paint over something that is meant to protect the metal. It's just one of those weird things that no one ever wants to talk about. But they all want a 30 and 40-year warranty. It's interesting. But if you're going to get galvalume, I highly recommend making sure you get Gardabon PC 4610/1. It is the industry standard.